really quick before the video starts, I actually want to let you guys know to keep an eye out for a stream going up later today of something ridiculously special I managed to get invited into. I'm actually leading a team of YouTubers into this entire event. More info will be revealed. Check out the stream, but this is genuinely one of the most exciting things I've done in a long time, and I really hope you guys show out, and it's gonna be dope. Hello everybody, welcome back to the episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Today we return to boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, guys, I'm your favorite fantastic day of the most amazing variety. Let's go and get y'all the booking code for today. Today's booking code, at the time of me putting it up, is gonna be 42080. If that's out of date, by the time you're trying to put it in, make sure to check that comment section down below for an up-to-date version brought to you by the favorite fantastic community here at the Snipe Gang. But today we got a smorgasbord of things to do. We got some new quests to be hopping into, brought to you by this dope survival guide, including take a humanitarian aid box from the special events on the map. So that sounds interesting. That I think that just wants us to go after an airdrop, but they kind of word it kind of weirdly, but whatevs. We're gonna be doing all those quests, knocking those out, going out on a raid, getting ourselves into all sorts of shenanigans, and of course, boom, we're also gonna be checking out this absolute dopeness right here right now while we actually go ahead and start walking towards that airdrop that actually conveniently popped up. Shouts out to you, airdrop. But this is the photo that was actually posted earlier today over on Discord and all of Last Day on Earth social media with the caption, "It used to be warm and cozy for me too," and then an emoji that is actually a couple of fall/autumn leaves. And if you guys are actually taking a look at this photo, you can see what appears to be a residential area. We just got an adorable little couple, man, that's starting to hit me in the feels, man. That makes me want to see Babe. We're so far away. How could college do this to us? But whatchamacallit, so you can actually see the two of them watching something, and it looks like that's the exact same photo that they're looking at in the picture, like on their TV, as what was posted for the 1.9.7 update notes, which is kind of just like a funny little thing to notice. But you can see that they are just a couple chilling in a residential area with a couple of zombies looking outside. But there is one small detail kind of around the edge of the map that also should be taken into account: the fact that what we are seeing appears to be fall and autumn leaves on the trees. And on top of that, like I mentioned earlier, the emoji that they posted with this is obviously continuing to reference this autumn theme that Kafir has really been pushing as of late. We saw freaking harvest season is coming from the clip that we showed off over in the last episode. Like, just a lot of focus on the fact that autumn is approaching, and what we are seeing here was that residential area, and the residential area is actually going to be coming to Last Day on Earth in the form of a future location known as the suburbs, meaning what we are seeing here is actually the intersection of two very interesting concepts. So let's go ahead and break it down. So like I was saying, this is a residential area. Residential areas are going to be encompassed within the suburbs, which is a location that will be coming in that's a little bit actually dynamic in how it spawns in, because if you guys have actually seen any of my Grimsoul videos and also checking out the dungeon over in Grimsoul, the dungeon there is procedurally generated, where it's not always exactly the same, but you know, they're like different rooms leading to different things, kind of similar to that. The suburbs is going to be a location coming to Last Day on Earth that will incorporate something similar in that the amounts of houses that you see in each instance of the suburb location, because it will be respawning similar to the farm, similar to the police station, but in each instance of that respawn, there will be, I believe, a certain amount of houses that ranges between, I mean, this is subject to change. The last I heard was like 3 to 6 or 4 to 6 or something along those lines, and then those houses themselves can actually vary into their construction, and this appears to be connected to that because we haven't really seen anything residential in Last Day on Earth yet. Like, we've seen the police station, which was kind of the closest thing, but that's not necessarily a house. And I mean, we've seen bases, but these bases are definitely of the post-apocalyptic variety. They're not chilling inside of a home like we are seeing here. So once we take that into account, and also take into account the fact that if you take a peek over here at the map, where is the one location where autumn seems to be most prevalent? That's right, the fall zone, or not the fall zone, but the north over here, kind of close to the winter area as well. You know what else is something to take notice of? Kafir lately has really been pushing the fact that they do want the chopper to be more accessible and easier to get for a lot of us. So far, this is actually this survival guide. Unfortunately, you do need to have the $4.99 version to guarantee a chopper after doing enough, but this is literally the cheapest guarantee of getting the chopper. This is the most accessible it's ever been, and as we've seen, the chopper continues to get pretty much more and more accessible as time goes on. And with this, I seriously feel like they're approaching the fact that they no longer longer want this to be the end game zone, but rather they want this to kind of just be the next step up that is, you know, realistically achievable. And with the way that the chopper's going, that's definitely going to be possible, most likely in preparations for what is appearing to be 1.10 with the new western zone that will be added, that will require the ATV to get to, and then adding in the ATV, adding in the swamps, and then adding in, because the swamps are going to be like the oak location of the west, and then they're going to have to add in another zone because the swamps are going to be adding in the new wood, like the oak biomes over here added in the new wood, and then they need to add in some kind of biome that will be adding in the new metal as well, since we will be getting titanium in that coming update. But as a consequence of that, they are making this chopper more accessible, and that is where I believe the residential district really starts to come into place. So far, if you do not have the north unlocked, you have access to all of this stuff, and they've even added in 2 new locations over here very recently in the form of the police station and the farm locations that will be functioning kind of similarly to the suburb, in that they're going to be working on a respawn basis, and the north continues to be barren. Besides going up here and trying to grind for resources, there is not really a reason to ever go up here. However, that is going to be changing because this suburb, from all of these hints and whatnot, does all just look like it's connecting to this northern zone. That would make a lot of sense to have the suburb location actually available here, because they're making the chopper more and more accessible. That'll make the suburb kind of like a little bit of a more kind of like the step up from like the farm and police station, make it a little bit rarer, but they are making the chopper easier to get, so it's not as ridiculous to get to, and it would actually give the north a little bit of character, because so far, like, really, besides going up here to grind for that or grind for that, there ain't really a reason to come up for here. So instead of continuing to crowd this area, because every single time that they have added in a new zone, they've had to remove an old one. This police station removed an old level 1 zone that was over there. This farm removed an old level 1 zone that was over there. So are they going to continue having to remove areas over in this? Or perhaps what they could do, and I could totally see this, is maybe remove this base up here that no one really goes to, or maybe make some room somewhere around here, but add in the suburb location right around here. It would fit that autumn theme perfectly. They are teasing that autumn thing a poop ton, and that suburb location, man, is something that I am absolutely looking forward to. But let me know what you guys think in that comment section down below regarding the suburbs, regarding the photo, regarding all of these connections, the fact that the chopper is getting easier to get, all of this jazz, and what it may mean. I'd love to hear from y'all in that comment section down below. And remind you, third of the way into the wicked $12 and 2 such place store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do is make sure to like button, make sure to subscribe. That's where you win on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single last day another video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video from the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and that will be the winner for the week, and we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday. As also, make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell hit to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of Last Day on Earth information such as that, which we are sharing today, not to mention the latest of update gameplay, because as soon as a new update comes out, and with the little dude, I don't know, specifically the suburb update that's kind of being teased over in the today's information, that is going to be a dope one. Of course, the ATV swamp update coming. There's a whole ton of dope stuff coming to Last Day on Earth, and you know, as soon as it comes, I'm gonna be all over. I'm gonna be doing everything that I can in it, just like we're continuing to go through. This is Survivor Guide series, and there we have it. A quest has been completed. Why don't we go ahead and spread a little bit of vitamin P to celebrate? It's a good luck charm, you know? But yeah, we're definitely going to continue on in our conquest of checking out all the latest and greatest of these updates. And there are some very hype updates coming in the future, so that's a great reason. And of course, it's a dope way of staying up to date with all the dope survival games we're checking out on the channel, because we are checking out a lot. We're going to be checking out a lot. There's a lot coming out this year that are going to be super dope, like 7 Days to Die is getting a new update. You know, it's the big one, Fallout 76. That might be the greatest survival game ever made, and hopefully we can make some magic happen with that, because that is going to be ridiculously dope. Hello, oh god dang it, I forgot that I smell really bad. You guys aren't interested in me. I'm just trying to find the rest of the toxic spitters that are around this area, because we do need to find toxic spitters for today's line of quests and whatnot. And back to that notification bell thing, not only is it's also a great way of staying up to date with every single video that y'all can enter in on for the weekly giveaway, and of course the video that goes up on Saturday that will be announcing the winner. So it's just a great way of staying in the loop and whatnot. So all in all, pretty dope investment. Highly would recommend it. And god dang it, Superman, I thought you were a toxic spitter running at me. Boy, oh boy, was I mistaken. Get them betters in Mobile. And I suppose let's get out of here because there ain't much else that we are wanting, but we do want to go to the Pine Grove. So I believe that's the next location we're going to be making a hello, never mind, new detour. This thing's dope. I love chopper events, please and thank you. Dude, I love when, look at how many things are spawning up north here, man. We got the farm over here, although that doesn't spawn, that's always been there, but then the freaking airdrop chopper event, that around it. Dude, I don't know, I geek out a little bit whenever I see like all those locations spawning so close to each other. I feel like it's just the mother lode of if you don't want to travel very far and save a lot of energy, just a ton of room for activities and room for other activities. It's just pretty dope. Almost as dope as the death we're gonna inflict. Get out of here, dear. I'm kind of busy. Let's not get... Okay, first things first, let's kill this dude because he's got the sledgehammer, which can do a lot of damage to us. Let's take out this survivor so that way we only gotta deal with the one and finish him off with some AK Thunder. And we got some pants. Marvelous, dude. I was missing some pantalones this entire episode. Ooh, even better pantalones. I'll go ahead and start grabbing a couple things here. I did come into here with a whole ton of inventory room. I'm ready for what is to come, and I'm feeling rather ready and whatnot. But yeah, dude, seriously, I do think that this image that we were talking about earlier today does have a deeper meaning. All this autumn teasing they're doing now, let's freaking go. A modded Glock 17. I'll take that, but I don't know, man. Just a lot of signs pointing to it. Can't wait to hear what y'all got to say regarding it as well. And oh my god, my dog just decided to start attacking a deer. Jesus, dog, at least finish the job. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. And hello, goodbye. I guess I'll say goodbye to that one single tape. I'll grab kind of the things that are most valuable, leave behind some of the less valuable things, and take things from there. So I believe, dear mama, there's so many of these, dude. I think my dog's hungry. He wants to make sure. Oh my god, he's hunting all these things. I love having a pupper around, man. It's a blessing, especially when you keep them fed, because then they actually come adventure with you. Maybe that's why he's attacking the deer. He's like, stop, please, take their meat. Just keep on feeding me for the love of everything. So what do we have to do? We have to go to a Pine Grove. Well, we have the Pine Grove right on over hither. We are going to need to... we don't have the energy to run over there completely, so I'm going to run over here with the energy that I do have, and then... we're just going to use up some fuel to actually finish the drive up over there. And then, guys, we are going to be visiting player 5608. But first things first, we're probably going to have to make a pit stop to back at home to drop off some goods, empty out the inventory, and fill it up with some other goodies, like some hatchets, I believe. Some C4. Actually, psych, the C4 stays in the chopper until we know that we need it. But into the yellow zone we go. More toxic spitters got to go down. And ooh, you know what else we got to do? That totally just escaped my mind. Up until now, just make sure that we're not getting swarmed by enemies. I would like to take a peek skidoodles over at the survival guide, and let's see, we should be able to claim some rewards actually from all of the points that we got from today's quest. And also, here's the new note for today, for the second day. Note number 2: I have always traveled a lot, and I'm safe to say that a fair knowledge of the terrain is one of the main requirements essential for survival. Explore the environment, keep a couple of first aid kits at hand, learn everything new. All skills are useful. Build a melting furnace, you will need it for work with metals. And here you guys can see the quest that we got for today. We had to reach the Pine Grove, dunzo. We had to go to an airdrop and take stuff from it, dunzo. Kill 5 toxic zombies, partially dunzo. And then we got to get a skill and make a melting furnace. The skill might be a bit of a struggle because we're already very high level in a lot of zones, but we'll still be trying our best. That's the good thing too, all of these quests stay, so it's not like every day the old quests get replaced by the looks of it. Instead, it looks like every day you have a new set of tasks that get added onto on top of it. So what that means is maybe if you don't like right away buy the pass that costs $5 or whatever, right? I think that these might stay locked, but when you buy it in the future, they will then unlock and you can do something with them, which is, I don't know, man. I just think that that's very cool that they are making it progressive and they're not like just making it so it's a set of daily quests, but it's a set of quests that is added onto daily, not replaced daily. So that's pretty nice. I like what I see, and let's go ahead and let's start taking some of our rewards for some of these levels. I'm getting attacked. Pupper. Actually, my pupper's got me, so I'm not even worried. Doggo. See, that's why I got the doggo. For situations like that. Back to the stuff that I was doing. God dang it, no, that's the other one that we read. I want to get over there through the survival guide, and now I can take the last of my rewards. Get up in my belly, AK. And when's the next time we get something good? We got a shotgun coming up soon, and We got some energy drinks coming up soon as well. That's gonna be pretty nice. But all right, let's go ahead and let's get to work. We got some mitering we gotta do. Let's go ahead and start doing it. Specifically, god dang it, not you. I don't want to murder you. I just want to murder some toxic spitters. Oh my god, my smelliness knows no bounds. I know you might be like, Star, just take a shower. No. The zombies must know of the musk of me. My musk is iconic. All right, it is what makes the zombies fear me. When they smell me coming. Listen, this is a smell that's killed countless zombies before. It's, starvation. Okay, hold on, let me go ahead and fix that real quick. It's a smell, though. It's the smell of death, pretty much, these zombies. I'm the Grim Reaper, all right? So me and the smell, it's like an iconic duo, man. Can't get rid of it. Can't get rid of it. Not allowed. I'm sorry. Just can't happen. Maybe I'll take a shower. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. It depends. Usually my showers are death, though, you know, because otherwise water is better used to drink, and it does suck because we can't necessarily get a sneak attack on these guys, but I'm more than happy to dish out a lot of bit of pain, so it ain't too big of a deal. I'm still somehow not seeing toxic spitters. I don't mind getting these red chests, though, because they might have some goods within them, like food. Marvelous, marvelous. Yeah, for real, though. Oh, I guess we are in the yellow zone and not in the red zone. We could switch it up, though. Let's go to the yellow zone. Okay, there's one toxic spitter. What up, my dude? Let's hope that we can find some more of those. But you know what else we want to find? Actually, you know what else we want to craft? We're going to want to try to collect, what is it? We want to craft up a pickaxe. We want to actually harvest up some iron ore, which should be available throughout some of these zones. And then we can use that iron ore because we have to craft up another melting furnace. Because the game doesn't realize the fact that I already have multiple melting furnaces down. And who this? Who this? Oh my god, he's got a toxic spitter on his butt. No, 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 no. I gotta swoop in on this toxic spit. Whoop! That's my kill, Castillo. Thank you for the help. I appreciate it, bro. Do you have a hatchet on you by chance? Oh, he might. He might bless up. He's making my life easier. So let's... I don't think I need the list of tasks. Woo! Where did you come from, Wolf? God dang it. I don't think I need the list of tasks. English is hard on me at all times. So I'm gonna just go ahead and leave it over there and start picking up some stone and also pick up some of that. So let's hope that we can't maybe... Oh, what up, Fast Biter? How you doing? Well, let's hope that we can maybe stumble across some of... We're not stumbling across it. We're stumbling across rocks, but I was hoping to stumble across some of the iron ore that we can actually mine from. Unfortunately, that doesn't look to be happening, so we might need to hit it with a switch up and head over to the red rock zone, I'm thinking. Yeah, why don't we do that? Because I'm not seeing any. I thought I'd see him sometime. Woo! My god, start shooting that dude up. Like, I'm seeing some of these rock nodes, but that's not the nodes that I'm looking for. I'm looking for the stone, and we need 10 of it to be specific, so I could definitely arrange for that to happen. And let's actually go ahead and toss that over here. Sledgehammer's gonna break first. Let's get to using that. What other quests do we have to knock out today? We ain't got no more loot for now. We just gotta kill more toxic zombies and make the melting furnace, so... Ooh, here's the thing. Those toxic zombies, that might count from the raid too. So I guess we don't need to worry too much about getting that done right away. I think the big worry is just making sure that we have enough iron ore to craft up the melting furnace. We need 3 more. I tend to not have iron ore at my base. So let's head on over here and hopefully come across it. Or I feel like even the green zone, let's go to the yellow zone. I don't know. The red zone's too far away. Green zone, I feel like might not even have iron or even toxic spitters for that case. Yellow zone, it's kind of like that perfect little in between, you know? So we'll head over there and try to knock out these quests and then head on home and prepare to raid player 5608. I wonder if any of the quests actually start to encompass the police station though, or like the farm or anything like that. I don't know. I guess only time will tell. Oh, and time has told me that I like what I see. Hello, iron ore. Get up in my belly and or my backpack, whichever you choose, because I'm not exactly trying to digest you either, as a quick heads up. And, ooh, that's where our perk actually activated, where we got an extra iron ore on top of it, but we don't really need that, so I'm just going to... hopefully look around and find us some toxic spitters. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep on running around. I'm running smack dab through the middle of the map. And there we go. There's the toxic spitter. Let's just hope that we don't die in the midst of this. Look at that. It's a picnic basket. Oh my god. You guys know about this? So they've added in new items that we can loot. And a picnic basket and a picnic table we saw the last episode. So we're already coming across some of these. I got some freaking magic mushrooms up in here. Interesting. And hello, another toxic spitter. Another one. And the task is completed. We have enough to make the melting furnace. Let's head home. Let's wrap these things up and let's see what other rewards we can get for today's adventures. But yeah, man, I don't know. Honestly, I do think the survival guide, I know that it still costs money, but genuinely, this is the best deal I've ever seen in Last Day on Earth, because for $5, the amount of stuff that you get in the full version, just the amount of guns, the guaranteed chopper, like freaking even some blueprints like the double barrel, armor, VSS's, skills, electronic circuits, energy drinks, armor, coins. Oh mama, just keeps on giving. A freaking grenade launcher up in there, all this jazz, even C4. Oh, multiples of the C4 and more grenade launchers. All in all, I don't know, man. It requires you to continue playing Last Day on Earth, but I feel like a lot of you guys would continue playing in that case anyways. I mean, if you're playing Last Day on Earth, that is probably the single greatest deal. If there's ever a single thing you buy, 10 out of 10, it better be that, because just the bang for your buck is unprecedented. I've never seen anything that generous come into Last Day on Earth, and it's rather marvelous. And what else is rather marvelous is the fact I can't even put that down, because I already have 2 of them down, so I'm just gonna put that away to the pickup truck. Guess someone can rate it. Hello to the Roman zombie over there, and hello to, hopefully, some more rewards. Yeah, baby. We got 2 more of them. Number 1, we got some coinage, we got some wood, and a sledgehammer. Number 2, we got some stone, some planks, and some shotgun rain that we could hopefully go ahead and put to use. But speaking of putting things to use, I gotta go ahead and put myself to use, organize my inventory, and maybe swap into some nicer looking pants. I don't know. We'll see exactly how I organize it. But we definitely gotta put some stuff away, and we got a raid that we gotta prepare for, so BRB. And as you guys and gals can probably see, we are prepared for that raid. We're going in with 2 pairs of pantalones because ours are a little bit dinged up, and then we got a couple of these pistolas that will most likely be breaking, and then the backup with the extended mag that is looking absolutely dope. We got some hatchets to go ahead and craft on up, and then we also got a couple of those iron hatchets chilling back at our base. And I did actually end up scouting this base out mainly because I actually had to, because our timer was about to run out for some reason. Like, it was before I went on this raid, it was at like 20 minutes for some reason. So I'm like, oh, I should do that, so it doesn't actually count a raid as added to your timer until you actually go onto their territory. So I had a chance to check it out, scout it out real quick, and we should be able to do it with this amount of hatchetry. So I think that we ought to be fine. We ought to be good to go. We got some pantalones, we got some guns, and we got a thirst for the blood, and Lexi to come along for the ride as well. So let's get to driving, and let's get to looting. Although, as much as I'd love to be looting the suburbs right now, man, but unfortunately we're stuck looting this player's base. I said it like it's a bad thing, dude. There's still a chance we're gonna get something rather marvelous from this, but for real, man, it just makes so much sense for them to actually like, deck out the north and add it as like a legitimate zone out, like, especially with them like trying to add the chopper and make it a lot more prevalent, make it a lot more accessible to people. They probably want to add more stuff to the north as well. And oh, that's another thing too, you do need the north to unlock the ATV skills, something that we actually still have to do because it has to be at the winter zones. That can actually be where we get our next skill level, because honestly, the winter zones are probably where my levels are the lowest, just because the winter zones are a doozy, dude. You need fur armor for days. Unless though, once like the enemies start like ambushing you and attacking you and stuff over there, like the VSS guy, usually they'll have like some fur armor on you they can capitalize upon. But yeah, no, those zones are brutal. I haven't been to those in a minute. But over here you guys can see the base that we have encountered. There is well, a lot of rocks. This guy appears to be a rock collector. He left all of these with the iron ore. He left nothing else. So I think he might just have beef with iron ore for some reason. And here is his base, a teensy little 3x3. Absolutely nothing else outside of this, so there better be some golden loot inside of here, dude. This better be like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and I better be finding that golden ticket, all right? Except, I don't know, man. That golden ticket does lead to a factory. It's a pretty sketchy factory when you think about it, man. I don't know. Willy Wonka was a sketch dude. 9 out of 10 wouldn't trust again, especially after the documentary known as Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And here we are entering into the base, and at the very least, this base is literally a dedicated stockpile base. There is only chests in here outside of like the door zone. So we got 8 chests to get into. That leaves us with a good amount of potential to hopefully come across at least one good thing. 5 red tickets, good enough to me. Let's go and actually try to maximize and use this base to the best of its ability. How do we do that? Well, we get the enemies to actually run across a lot of these spikes, and that way we can actually save up some weapon durability on our weapons, and we literally use this man's base against him. That's the amazing thing, man. So listen, we got the privilege of doing this. I say let's do it. Let's just continue kiting them around, and I don't even have to do it all the way, man. Just as long as I like weaken them up a little bit. Pupper, you want to finish that like fast biter right there? Marvelous, baby. And then we can go ahead and start finishing the float of bloaters off. I'll get one more shot off on him. Doggo, please finish the man with 10 health. I believe in you. You'll finish him. I'm gonna start weakening up the other guy. Come on, come on. Just put the finishing blows in. All right, I'll finish him off. Pupper, there we go. Check it out, man. I'm using everything to my advantage. That's always what you want to do. Anything that has durability, you want to minimize the use of whenever you can. I think we just did a pretty good job of it. I mean, we could have just kept on running around, but I'm not trying to take 50 million years to just, you know, run a little bit, you know? Gotta mix it up with a little bit of breaking and entering. And hopefully we break and enter into something good. Absolutely empty. Into something absolutely empty. All right. If any of these other chests are absolutely empty, I'm gonna be a little bit bummed. That doesn't appear to be the case, though. We're getting some okay things, like I'm walking home with some nice cans of beans. I love me some nice cans, so I could get behind that. Let's drink that up a little bit. Let's drink up a couple of doughs. What's the power move from here? Continue breaking and entering. I think that's the main move. There's not really much else maneuvering we could do, and let's freaking go! At the very least, we're walking out of here with an electronic circuit. Still a chance we might get like an engine part out of this raid, since that is a thing we do see these raids give at times. But in addition to that, he had a camera, which means we have a chance at getting a lens out of that puppy, and also a chance at murdering some of these zombies on these spikes. But yeah, if any base you guys are raiding has spikes, I'm telling you, this is how you minimize your own cost into it. Because technically speaking, there's a cost to every raid you do. You need to come prepared with the weaponry to take these enemies down. But sometimes, if you do it the right way, the base is all the weaponry that you need. As you guys are seeing, these guys are perishing rather efficiently. That is one pistola down the drain, and another toxic abomination dead as well. Let's start weakening up the flota blotas. There you go. Can you get the finishing blow on that other bloater real quick, buddy? Buddy boy, please, por favor. Okay, ooh, critical on the both of them. Me and him synced up our shots. It took him down at once, but I'm taking me a whole ton of this. And thank you for the camera. Thank you for that. Thank you for more beans and some food. My puppy's been doing a good job. I want to make sure that he continues to be well fed, man. Lexi's been great, and we have a puppy breeding spree hopefully coming soon, because that's the good news. As long as we continue feeding the dogs. Hello! Dude, even though it's a little bit broken, an M16 out of a base like this, I could get behind that. A little bit of that, a little more turkey. That's the thing. This food isn't just so Lexi, our dog, comes out and adventures with us and makes us more powerful, but also it lets the puppies grow up, and when they are grown up, we can breed the dogs and hopefully level them up into even better pups. And mainly, what I want to do, let's go! On top of this, we're getting 2 engine parts. Oh, today's a good day. Today is a great day. We got some gas we could finesse our way as well. I'm not gonna lie, I had low expectations for this base. They were a little bit surpassed. Hot diggity dog. This seriously was like a stockpile type of base. It was, however, a raid that the raiders gave us. So you are being hidden over there. The raiders shall never know you existed, and the raiders shall also never know that that engine part existed. Anything else really valuable? I'm putting the gun away too. Because they do look at everything in your inventory when they come back and ask for their fair share, but they don't look into your chopper. And hopefully the ability for that chopper will be something many more of y'all will be accessing. But for now, I'm just accessing some of this steak, putting it in my belly. The hammer's actually really good. We need to use those for some blueprints moving forward. And I've actually been looking towards hopefully modifying some melee weapons and actually sinking some stuff into those. Mainly the machete, dude. The machete, I've been looking into it a little bit more. Has some really good mods available to it between like the Ripper Blade and the Bone Handle. That thing can be doing some big hits. And let's go! Another gun on top of it all. Papa Star got it all, baby. I like what I see. And why don't I go ahead and swap out a stone, pick that out, and if there ain't nothing better for us to grab, although there are a couple of better things, I suppose, like a little saw blade there, especially we could even just sink it into some of the costs. We could, or into some of the recipes for mods and whatnot. We would have 20 of these, which I'm pretty tempted to grab. You know what we could do? Let's just eat the rest of this. God dang it, can't eat the rest of my jerky. All right, I'll get around to eating it. But let's continue breaking into this stuff. We're gonna have one more wave we gotta deal with. And actually, the good news here is we should just be able to, yeah, I'll have the Glock over here. We're gonna have to take out a couple of slightly tougher enemies. I'll have the Glock over there. And the enemies will come running after this thing falls. So come on, baby. Come and get some fast biters and miscellaneous enemies. Toxic abominations mainly. Yeah, this wave is literally toxic. Not toxic. Toxic abominations and fast biters. And luckily, the fast ones like to stay hot on our trails. So do the abominations. Ow. But I'm just trying to kite them into some of these spikes. Have them take some damage. Even if I take a little bit of damage, man. I don't know. Just the ability to damage them without using anything from my own weapons. It's a good ability. And especially because I don't think that anything, I gotta double check that I actually did check the pickup truck, but I don't think that these spikes break either while you are using them. So you can just kind of use them to your heart's content and even just the toxic abominations do throw things off because they're a little bit slower than everyone else. Boop, take you out. Boop, and take you out, and let's begin the taking out of the toxic, ow, 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 don't hurt me, the toxic abominations. Get on over here, big boys. Get on over here, big buddies. All right, there we got a weapon broken, but that's good. That's another inventory slot that opens up. Computer, that was not good. Thank you for lagging in the middle of me turning around and the toxic abominations chilling and trying to catch up to me. God dang it. Of course this one overtook the weaker one. Man, that's what I hate. Sometimes the enemies will like randomly stutter step and then the one that you were shooting at goes behind a full health one. I just want to kill everyone I can, man. Is that so much to ask? I feel like that's a pretty humble request. Come on, doggo. Finish the job, bupper. Finish it. Finish it. Is this dog ever gonna catch up to me? I genuinely am not sure. Dog, let's go, let's go. Come on, just get there. Oh, only 5 damage. Oh, we probably ran out of food. All right, I'll just take him out that way. That's definitely what happened. We ran out of food back at home, so the perks are no longer active because that's what I was talking about with breeding our dogs. I want to get the leader perk for our dog because that actually increases the damage of our true friend dog, which is the dog that actually comes out to play and whatnot. Let's go ahead and put these tangs all throughout here and let's start picking up whatever we can. Ooh, okay, definitely picking those up. That's really good for weapon mods. I'll pick up some of those, and I'm definitely down with picking up a whole ton of tape so we can hopefully build up some more iron hatchets. Just make sure, you know, that they're recuperating some costs. Just trying to keep it economical. Goodbye to that. Hello to that. And maybe I'll dip on these iron hatchets. I don't know. Yeah, duck and tape, yeah. If we replace those instead for like a poop ton of components, all in all, it's a pretty nice net positive trade. Anything else that I might want to grab that's kind of looking pretty okay? Nah, I mean, other than that, nothing super crazy. I already grabbed the fur, so all in all, there you guys and gals have it. I'll grab some rocks, I guess, because then we could craft up some level 1 hatchets. But there you guys and gals have it for today's raid. Ow, those spikes hurt a lot. But that's gonna start wrapping up this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Can't wait to see what y'all gotta say about the suburb location coming potentially to the north with some of the hints that we are seeing. Can't wait for my computer to hopefully not melt down. But most important of all, it's gonna start wrapping up for me. For now, best of luck to you guys and gals getting the chopper gas tank and joining the chopper squad, and best of luck breeding your pup and getting the true friend perk, leveling up your own personal skills, not to mention getting the best blueprints for the best guns that you got and building the best attachments that you possibly can. Best of luck building up your base, protecting it from raiders, going out on your own dope raids, defeating all the bosses that the game has to throw at you, getting past the multiplayer wall, and most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fantastic time all throughout. And best of luck with the new quests and clan system as well. But that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one, and I'll talk to you next one. See ya.